I grew up surrounded by people that influenced my life. Part of those people were Seventh-day Adventist. They were my neighbor. So that's where I learned part, and was influenced by their character and behavior. So, I felt more inclined to that type of person, for their way of eating, dressing, and how they did things, especially on the Sabbath when there was silence and everything was stopped. Later, when I was 15 or 16, I started to experiment with different things and different relationships, and built a character that I didn't like. I became more aggressive and a little mischievous, but I felt something inside of me, and I was crying out to God to send someone to me, because I wanted to return back to church, but I didn't know how. And God put that in my path, so that through Wilkins, God's purpose, I would achieve to come back to church. I give thanks and glory to God for that. Once I came back to church, I don't know, I felt at home. Like I came home. I said, because I kept asking God, that if He wanted me to stay here, to show me a sign. And it turns out that the sermon that day, I felt like it was intended for me. I believe that is no coincidence for me. The change was a 360-degree flip on my life. For the better, but that was not my doing, it was God's. At work, they would ask, "What is going on?" Because my face had lightened up and I had a different aspect. They noticed that was a change from God. And now I understand. I had fallen, but now I'm up and firm. I believe it was for a purpose. To not depend on myself, but to know that I have to be on the lookout at all times. And not neglect my faith and stay strong. I feel stronger. My faith has increased. Influenced by my friend Wilkins. He is the one in charge of Bible studies. We began a few reunions at my house. I even believe the neighbors felt influenced. Because one asked for a Bible, and the Bible that I was provided with at church, I passed along to the neighbor. So, it makes me feel excited to see how God is working, and the glory be to God for that. I hope that is how we can contribute to the organization of the gospel in my home church. Until God can lead us to another level. I feel very grateful, especially with God, for bringing me into the Seventh-day Adventist community. I have always felt the necessity, obviously, to share my story with you all, but to pray around those who are lost, and the rest of the world. Because there are many who are lost. And I now carry a true message. Because the truth is based on the Bible. I have deceived myself a lot, and I have learned a lot, and now, I would like to share my experience with more people. I want to bring them to the Lord's feet, with the help of my brother Wilkins and the church family.